So guys, welcome back to Los Vikingos TV. In today's video, I'm going to break down the UCL quarterfinal ties. So this year they changed the format. It's not like any of the past seasons. So the format, when they drew for the quarterfinals, it decided who you also played in the semifinals. So the four ties remaining are Ajax, Juventus, Liverpool, Porto, Man U, Barcelona, and Man City, Tottenham. So the first legs will be played on April 9th and April 10th, and the second legs which will be the reverse fixture, will be played on the opposite day from the first one. So if you played on Wednesday, then you'll play on Tuesday, and if you played on Tuesday, then you'll play on Wednesday. The winner of the Tottenham Man City game will play the winner of the Ajax Juventus game, leaving the winner of the Barcelona and Man United game for the winner of the Liverpool and Porto game. So I'm going to start with the game that is probably least entertaining, and that's the Liverpool Porto game. Liverpool will advance. I believe this because I think Liverpool's class will just outdo Porto. I don't think it will be as comfortable as people believe, though. Porto is a good team. They have a good back line, especially when they added Pepe. They have Eder Militao, who is pretty damn good. Real Madrid just bought him for 50 million. The left back they have Alex Tejas is wanted by many top clubs in the world, and also they have two guys who have won Champions League finals with Real Madrid, Pepe and Iker Casillas. Both past their prime, but both have been there. Both know what it's like to play in a big game. So, like I said, I think Liverpool will advance, and I think that they will play Barcelona. So now to the Barcelona Man U game. Man U can win this draw. It's not as simple as you'd hope, consider. But to put it in perspective, Barcelona has lost in the quarterfinals the past 3 seasons to Atletico Madrid, then Juventus, then Roma. This Man United team is better than the Roma team, in my opinion. So the team that they lost to at this stage last season, they're playing a better team this year than they did last year, with pretty much the same squad other than Arthur and Vidal. But like I said, I believe Barcelona will go through, and when you have the GOAT, Lionel Messi, to lead you, it shouldn't be as difficult. If Messi does what Messi can do, they won't have any problems. So the first leg is going to decide this tie. Barcelona don't struggle at the Camp Nou. The away leg is where they've struggled at this point the past 3 seasons, and the away leg, if you look at Copa del Rey's, La Ligas, UCL, even if you look at the Lyon match, they tied 0-0. So the away leg is where they struggle. So I think that going to Old Trafford, if they can turn a decent result, and I don't even mean that they have to win at Old Trafford, but if they can lose 2-1, get away with a draw, and get an away goal, even if they draw 0-0, better, because I think they won't struggle in the Camp Nou. They don't tend to. Just look at the Lyon tie, right? If they can do this with a 2-1, 1-1, 2-2, the more away goals they score, the better. 0-0, I think Barcelona will go through. Barcelona can't do what they did against Roma and give up like 4 goals. That can't happen. They won't advance. They need to go to Old Trafford and maybe sit a little deeper and kind of just let Suarez and Messi do their thing. Ernesto Valverde should just go with his 4-4-2 that he loves, let them sit deep, and just try and counter like they did against Real Madrid. I don't know any other way that they're going to do this, but like I said, Man U can keep this Barcelona curse that they have going. I think Barcelona, this is going to be the year that they break it, but they could easily get knocked out. This is not a simple draw. Barcelona has struggled at this stage year after year after year. Now to the Man City Tottenham game. So, as if you've watched past videos, I love Pochettino. I think he's the best coach in the world right now, especially giving his resources, what he's done with that squad. He hasn't bought a player all year. His tactics, his counter press, incredible. If a coach can outcoach Pep in the EPL, it's either Poch or Klopp. And, Klopp sees him a lot. And I think Klopp actually has a better win percentage against Pep than Pep has against Klopp. But, we're not talking about Klopp. We're talking about Poch here. So, I can't see Tottenham beating City. No matter what Pochettino does, I just can't. They can't match the depth that City have. They can't match the talent that City has. So the only way they're going to go through is if Poch really outcoaches Pep. And, it's hard to outcoach one of the best coaches of all time. Uh, Another thing that they're going to struggle with is Tottenham. Usually you go to home and you're like, okay, we're at home. Like, we're comfortable here. Tottenham's not comfortable at home unless they decide to play in Wembley. But I think they move into their new stadium around that time. So they haven't played there much, especially when you consider the likes of Madrid, Barcelona, Man United, Liverpool have all been playing in their respected stadiums for, tens, 20s, or 30s of years. City. I don't know anything about the Etihad, but it doesn't matter. Uh, Teams get comfortable at their home field. Tottenham hasn't had that opportunity, and they're going to be playing one of the biggest matches of the year. They should probably play that game at Wembley just to be safe. But like I said, City should make it through the semifinals. Pep has struggled to advance past the semifinals since he left Barcelona. So it'll be interesting to see the semifinal. City are deep, as I said, one of the deepest squads in the world. Most of their players are interchangeable. Kevin De Bruyne can play in midfield or he can play in the attack. They have Riyad Mahrez. They have Sane. They have Sterling. All three can play. Well, Riyad kind of switches between the two wings. Raheem's usually on the right, Sane on the left. Aguero or Gabriel Jesus in attack. Bernardo Silva's been great in midfield. David Silva's been great in midfield. KDB's been great in midfield. KDB can also play in that front line, as I already mentioned. So they have a lot of interchangeable players, and as I mentioned before, also they have the talent to have these interchangeable players. While Tottenham doesn't, they only have a few elite players. I'd probably say like Kane, Dele Alli, Son, and Eriksen are probably their most influential players. I don't watch a ton of Tottenham, but when I do watch EPL, I like to watch them because I like Poch. But I just can't see them beating City. And if they do, I will be happy. But I don't know. It's just I they're just not as talented. It just comes down to that, and usually talent breaks through. Uh, so I think City will go through to see a familiar face for Pep, which is Cristiano Ronaldo. I think the Ajax Juventus game is going to be the most entertaining out of the four ties. That Ajax team is good. Ten Hag's got them. Their press is great. Their counter press is great. But Max Allegri is a pretty good tactician. He's not like Santiago Solari who sees that and it's like, man, I don't know how to break this down. Max Allegri is going to be like, okay, well, we're going to try and hit him here, here, and here. This is how we're going to break this down. You're going to look for this pass when this happens. You're going to look for that pass when that happens. And that's how Allegri is going to help this team break them down. Plus, when you have the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, it definitely makes it easier. He's the best player to ever play in Champions League, hands down. Okay? The way that Juve is going to try to, I believe that Max Allegri will try to score on them, is he's going to look for a mismatch by crossing the ball into the box, looking for Ronaldo or Mandzukic, who are 6'3 and 6'2 respectively. De Ligt is 6'2, which is the same as Ronaldo, but Daley Blind is 5'11. And Ronaldo's aerial presence, Mandzukic's aerial presence, has been what Allegri has looked for all year. That's what they do. They cross the ball into the box, looking for a way to score with their height and their aerial presence. What Ajax did, stopping Madrid with the same objective, they did an amazing job, especially Daley Blind. But has Daley Blind dealt with the height of Cristiano Ronaldo and Mandzukic? Cristiano Ronaldo, he's amazing at creating space for himself, and he can carry a team when they are on the brink of elimination and get them to advance. Look at his history. Atletico a few weeks ago. Wolfsburg. Juventus, when Juventus scored 3 goals after Real Madrid won the first leg 3-0. Juventus go win 3-0, and then Ronaldo, guy's got ice in his veins, hits the PK. Game. Thank you guys for listening. Those are all my predictions. As I said, Barcelona will play Liverpool, Juventus, City. Don't get me wrong. I can be wrong. Ajax might be Juventus. Man U may advance over Barcelona. I don't know. I could be wrong. But these are the semifinals I really want to see, to be completely honest. The reason why these are semifinals I want to see is because, one, they're the most entertaining. Two, if this happens, I want a Ronaldo-Messi final. We need this. It's something we may never witness again. This might be the best chance that we have to witness this. These two guys are getting old. Ronaldo's 34, Messi 32. Soon enough, they won't be playing anymore, or at least at the top of the sport. So, before they get replaced, we got to see this final. We got to see these two play each other in a final again. They did in 2009, 2010, I believe, Barcelona versus Man United, and that was when they were younger. I mean, that was almost 10 years ago now. Like I said, that's the final I want to see. Thank you guys for listening. If you like what you heard, hit subscribe and click the notification bell so you get updates when I post. Thank you.